All right, let's do a demo of this thing. So I've got an example project here, and I've got a config file. The dependencies go in here. It's YAML. I hate YAML, but at least it allows comments. So I've got dependencies in here. Packages, this is how you declare your entry points. And so each of these things will become a package. Notice that there isn't like a packages directory. It just goes into source. So here I'm going to publish like example util and server, and I'm marking the utils as public so that can get published. In here there's nothing, but if I do go run main.go, so this is the actual binary, I get all the help that you could expect. You'll notice there's a bunch of commands. First is deps. What this does is this runs npm install. So you'll see I've got now a node module and a package JSON, which I didn't have before, so that's all generated. The package JSON has all the dependencies, generated file, do not edit. Okay, next, you can run things. So I can say run, and I can run the source, and there's this function reverse args, which basically just takes a bunch of arguments and prints them out in reverse order. So this is TS node, blazing fast though, because it's using ES build. I can also run this server program. So that's here, listening on port, whatever, can't interrupt it. And I can specify the watch flag. So over here, if I have the server, let's slide this in, and I change the port, you see that it instantaneously updates because it's in watch mode, it runs in a loop. So that's the server, let me undo the changes there. Cool. All right, so now we have this out directory, which is where temp files go for these different runs. That's where all this like generated stuff goes. I think I can do some temp file cleanup, but it doesn't really matter. Go run, main go, and now we can do build. So if I give build no arguments, then it'll build all the packages. I can build an individual package. So for example, unirepo/server. If I do that, and now I tree the out directory, or I guess out dist directory, you'll see I've created the unirepo server example package. If I go in there and print this, you'll see I've got the package JSON. There's no dependencies. Whoa, where did they go? The server doesn't actually use any dependencies, and all of them are stripped automatically. So if I look in the server file, it's just using HTTP. But if I look in this other example, which is this util file, you'll see I'm using date functions, and I've got some random functions and stuff in here. So let's go ahead and build everything, which will include that utility package. So I've got the example utility built. We can tree on the dist. You'll see I've got these in there. And if I look at dist unirepo example util package JSON, you'll see it has the date functions, but of course, the server doesn't. So we're aware of all the dependencies that are loaded, and we generate this list of dependencies automatically from that. Then we can do pack. So go main pack. This packages all the files, but that won't work because you have to specify the version. So there's no version in these built files. If you want to actually publish them, you need to build the version. And so we have version. We can do like 1.2.5 or something. So now they're all built, and they've got versions in them. We can do pack. So that will now produce that dist directory, but it also will produce, there's now a pack directory, or pack directory rather. And so what this does is it will produce TGZ files and then link the current version to the neighboring TGZ file. Of course, now there's also publish. So go publish, and we can publish the unirepo example util, and then this just shells out to npm using the TGZ prepackaged publish, and I've already logged in, so we're all set. I think that is everything. Build clean. You didn't do a clean, so we've also got clean, of course, which basically just go run clean, not clear. And so then that gets rid of our out directory. So that's everything. Boop, boop, boop. yeah, I think there's nothing else to show. What's missing is the fact that I'm not using code splitting yet, but I can do code splitting. So if you had two packages that shared common code, you'd want to create a common code package out of it. Otherwise, right now, I'm just statically linking all the stuff with the bundler into these packages. That's acceptable for now, but when we start having packages that depend on other packages and we want to publish them publicly, that becomes a problem. But for publishing packages or just bundled files for production, it doesn't matter. So this works out great. Yeah, I think that's all. Thanks.